For decades, robots looked amazing and did almost nothing useful in ordinary life. They danced, they flipped, they impressed us in demos. But now something has changed. Factories are testing humanoids, warehouses are putting robots to work, and the biggest tech companies in the world are no longer asking, can robots move? They're asking, can robots work? For years, the robot dream kept running into the same wall. The real world is messy. A factory changes, a box is tilted, a surface is slippery, a tool is misplaced, a human walks by, and suddenly the smart machine looks confused. That is why this new wave matters. Robots are becoming real, not because they suddenly learn to walk, but because they are getting better at seeing, adapting, and handling real environments where things are never perfect. So why does this moment feel different from all the earlier robot hype cycles? Because several technologies are improving at the same time. First, AI got better. Robots are no longer limited to rigid, pre-scripted routines. New systems are increasingly using stronger perception, machine learning, and better decision layers to understand what they are looking at and what to do next. Boston Dynamics says its new Atlas program is aimed at real-world industrial applications, not just research demos. Second, simulation got better. One of the reasons CES 2026 focused so heavily on physical AI is that robots can now learn more through simulated environments instead of depending only on manual programming. That makes training faster, safer, and more scalable. Third, hardware got better. Better electric systems, stronger sensors, better mobility, and more practical industrial design are helping robots move from cool prototype to deployable machine. Boston Dynamics' shift to a fully electric Atlas is one example of that transition. Here's the biggest sign this is real. Robots are no longer living only in conference videos and lab showcases. BMW says it is introducing humanoid robots into production-related work in Leipzig, following earlier testing in Spartanburg. In Europe, the company described this as bringing physical AI into production and exploring use in battery and component manufacturing. That is a very different story from the old robotics era. The old story was, look what this robot can do in a carefully controlled demo. The new story is, can this robot survive a real production environment? That shift matters because the real test of robotics is not whether a robot can perform one impressive action. It is whether it can repeat useful work reliably, safely, and economically. That is where hype meets reality. If you want to see where robots become real first, don't start with homes. Start with warehouses. Why? Because warehouses have exactly the kind of work robots can grow into. Repetitive movement, clear routes, physical handling, measurable productivity, and labor pressure. Agility Robotics says its Digit humanoid moved more than 100,000 totes in commercial deployment at GXO's Flowery Branch facility. That is one of the clearest signals that humanoid robots are trying to become operational tools, not just engineering theater. And that pattern makes sense. Homes are chaotic. Warehouses are structured. Homes require broad intelligence. Warehouses reward narrow usefulness. So, the future of robots may not begin with a humanoid folding your laundry at home. It may begin with a machine quietly moving material in logistics centers, factories, and industrial sites every day. Now let's talk about the humanoid question. Why are so many companies suddenly interested in robots shaped more like people? Because the world is already built for humans. Factories, tools, walkways, stairs, storage layouts, workstations, all of it was designed around the human body. That means a robot with human-like reach, movement, and manipulation may be able to fit into existing environments without forcing companies to rebuild everything around the machine. Boston Dynamics makes this industrial argument directly with Atlas. Instead of restructuring the workspace for the robot, build robots that can work in the spaces humans already use. That does not mean humanoids will instantly win everywhere, but it does explain why they are suddenly receiving serious attention. A humanoid robot is not only a visual spectacle, it is also a compatibility strategy. Every breakthrough technology reaches the same moment. The moment when people stop asking, "Is this possible?" and start asking, "Does this pay off?" That is where robotics is heading now. Companies are dealing with labor shortages, repetitive physical work, safety risks, and constant pressure to improve throughput. If a robot can reduce strain, handle dull or hazardous tasks, and operate consistently in high-volume environments, then the business case becomes much clearer. That is why robotics is no longer being framed only as futuristic innovation. It is increasingly being framed as operational leverage. BMW's pilot language centers on production use. Agility's milestone language centers on commercial deployment. Boston Dynamics is positioning Atlas for enterprise industrial work. That combination is important. Now here's the part where we stay grounded. This does not mean general-purpose household robots are about to flood every home next year. And it does not mean every flashy robot video online reflects real deployment readiness. The more realistic view is this. Robots are becoming real first in narrower, structured, high-value settings. Factories, warehouses, industrial handling, certain repetitive service tasks. That is how major technologies spread, not everywhere at once, but first where the economics, tasks, and environment make sense. Right way to read this trend is not, robots are suddenly doing everything. It is, robots are finally starting to do some things well enough to matter. For decades, robots were a promise. Now, they are becoming a workflow, not because one company made one cool machine, but because AI, simulation, sensors, electric design, and industrial demand are all pushing in the same direction at the same time. CES 2026's focus on physical AI captures that broader shift. Intelligence is moving off the screen and into machines that act in the world. The most important question is no longer, can it move? The better question is, can it work safely, repeatedly, and profitably? Because that is the line between a robotics demo and a robotics era. If you want more deeply researched tech explainers with zero hype and all clarity, subscribe to the Tech Playlist and comment below. Which arrives first at scale? Warehouse robots, factory humanoids, or home robots?